Yeah, what's happening? So, check it out. I'm in the van, but it's not broken down in the same spot that it was broken down. And technically, it wasn't broken down. What had happened was the heater went out, and that's a no-go in these parts, especially in the winter. So, yeah, I'm going to keep these things cranking as I keep exploring deeper into my soul and different parts of me. And, I would really be stoked if you could subscribe, share these videos with people that you feel that they could probably help. Also, leave comments. Let me know what you think about it and how these different things connect with you and some stuff that you use to get through processes of getting the things in your life that don't serve you anymore out. And yeah, I'm in the middle of it right now, and it's going great. So yeah. Welcome to the what have ya. Back in the same situations. I had an epiphany the other day. Probably my fourth epiphany in my life. And I'm really excited to share what's happening. Because I can't keep doing the same thing over and over. It becomes complacent. And it's not a positive thing when you're constantly just barely scraping by because you don't really have an intention to be a part of the mainstream material, what have you. But this is where the epiphany came in. As soon as I stopped smoking the weed and I got off the coffee, it was like that connection that I was having to using that for that to be my escape from whatever the problem was. Now I just fully am clear-minded and I have to deal with each situation, and I realize that if you're scared to deal with it, that means you need to deal with it. So this is basically what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna warn you, I fixed the van and I'm actually gonna make a video on it, like a correct video on like how to fix your heater for a 97 Safari van. But I know a lot of you probably don't really want to watch me try to fix the van. But I'm going to throw some of the funny parts in for here, and here you go. Don't do this. Whatever you're doing, don't do this part. This is why I'm not a mechanic. This is where the hose snapped, and you can see why it does because it's going to get so hot. This is the engine, you know? Okay, so I'm going to hook it onto here and then run it up there. This is huge. Just that I'm doing it, you know? It doesn't even matter if I fix it. I mean, it does, but it doesn't. It's more just the doing. Okay, so we'll run it this time here so it's... And look, I even got extra tube. Okay, so what happened after that? I go in the van, I start the van. Heat's still not going. Oh, I open the thing back up. I found another vacuum hose, but I have no idea where it goes to. Go on the internet, look up these diagrams, finally find out that there's this reservoir ball, this like crazy thingy. Get it hooked up, go in, start the van. Oh man, there's no heat. Well, I can't figure it out. Well, I diagnosed all these different things and then there's this baby right here. This has power. This won't work. So I was like, well, what do? Pull the thingy out and, well, here you go. I'll not believe this, but check this out. 7mm socket takes this thingy off. This back thing, if you live way out in the woods and you're like 4x all the time, or all-wheel driving all the time, it can come loose. So check this. From no heat to heat. So here comes the mama bear to hook me up with some electrical tape, and I'm just gonna really tape that thing in. Yeah, Mom. Thank you. That lady's, I don't know how she deals with me, but I'm grateful. All right, big progress today. Like, basically, it feels like I dropped in on a vert ramp. Wow. Simple fix. Little bit of electrical tape, and that thing's pinned in there. Maybe I'll put some more on. But yeah, I'll put it all back together and the van will be ripping in no time. Alright, so everything's good to go, huh? I get to go out to the woods, go surfing? Not quite. The valve leaking on the back tire. My scariest place for me to go in town? Les Schwab, where I got the tires. Here we go again. Alright, so today I faced a pretty big fear and I did a really good job. I'm at Les Schwab, the tire place. I was pretty sure it's the valve was leaking in my passenger rear tire, because it would slowly go, and then some days it wasn't as bad. But so I came in and I needed a tire rotation as well, but they forgot to check the tire. Well, the communication between the people didn't work that way, so then they brought it back. Dude, Fernando saved the day, and I was like, hey man, no, actually I came for this tire thing. And so he's like, okay, well, yeah, I'll just do it now. So everything's good. I've been here for hours, but now I can go get the idler pulley for the serpentine belt. Hopefully it's not the tensioner, but if it is, at least I'll be back up in the wilderness and I can get the part ordered. And I got spare stuff for if it breaks down on the way home, or if the belt flies off. So yep, just living, you know. Woo! But I'm stoked because in the past I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just freaked out, you know, when they gave me the car, and I'd just been like, fuck, I'm out of here. Fucking Les Schwab, and it wouldn't have been my problem. It would have been they created the problems. But the real deal is there's no problem anyways. So life's well. There's that serpentine belt. Woo. Goals catch one wave. 3's bonus rounds.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not as easy as it looks, but if you could get in the right spot for that left hit, holy shit. Or right, or whatever you want. But
pretty much gonna just hug the rock, see where that little right is, right next to the rock, and just surf that.
Yeah, dude, cool.
I start wearing these for my snowboard socks. Sick. So excited to surf. After being in this last situation, pretty stoked. Like I said before, the goal's just to catch one wave. If I catch 3, I'm in the bonus. I might even just go on some little ones. The point's to just heel in the water. Just fully heel in the water. Feel the chemistry of the happenings, you know? So there you go. A wise man told me not to expedite the process, and it's been working absolutely wonderfully. Yeah. So if you like these videos, you need to subscribe. You got to hit that thingy. I don't even know what it is. I think if you click on the ghost, that'll do it. And also the notification bells, if you click on it and it turns a different color, that will mean that you're going to get notifications when I put out these videos, which could be today, tomorrow, 6 months from now. But probably today, tomorrow, once a week. I don't know. I'm just rolling through it because I'm not expediting the process. But yeah, leave a comment down below too and let me know, like, if you've been dealing with stuff like this and you're starting to get rid of stuff that doesn't serve you. And also, thank you to my sponsors. I never thought I'd ever be sponsored. This is absolutely mind-blowing, like as a kid growing up here. So, LibTech, everybody there, I'm just absolutely mind-blown. Hyperflex for the wetsuits. Vans, are you kidding me? They're keeping me warm. It's like the best ever. And there's some cool things coming in the future. So I might have some better equipment to tie into the other better equipment. And I'm just going to keep these things coming. So thank you very much. Happy springtime. It's coming. And find yourself, be yourself, grow with yourself. Have a great one.